Whenever you're running a membership or association type of model, a lot of times you're going to have access to premier content, possibly resources, downloads, videos, training that the user can access. Now, you might even include this as part of an upsell or part of a package that you're going to provide them with. And you need to typically have a way of executing on delivering these downloads without making them available to the rest of the public inadvertently. So you want to be careful that your downloads are really only accessible to the users who have permissions and for whom those permissions have not expired, so that only they can access those. And you can do things like tracking whether or not they're sharing it and that kind of thing if they're not supposed to. Depends on your particular scenario, but you may want to force those types of agreements whenever they download, where they have to sign off that they understand. And ultimately, the simplest way of presenting this is that the user needs to be able to access the download that you told them they're going to get. So how can you do this in a self-service way and in an automated way based on the role or based on what was in their cart or their checkout whenever they purchased a membership or a package that you're offering? So one of the biggest things that you want to do is sort of ask these questions and make sure that whatever membership or association platform that you're working with has the ability to do all of these things off the shelf. Does it have the ability to leverage all of these capabilities that I just outlined, or at least the ones that apply to your organization, and do that in an off-the-shelf manner, so there isn't a lot of customization to set this up? Now, one of the really interesting things about downloads is this can include a lot of different mediums. So it can be as simple as PDFs, but it may be as inclusive as a large data set that you want to give someone access to, a lot of videos. It could be a robust library that's really extensive. And it may be in a previous system that you have that you need to migrate over. So you're going to want to typically think about, what data, what information are you going to want to migrate into your association or membership system so that your users have access? And how are you going to work with someone who can actually do this in an efficient manner and preserve the rights and access to the different downloads based on the membership level, the roles, etc. In addition to this, what kind of analytics and tracking can you get so that you can have a feedback loop where the most beneficial information is getting promoted to your users as the priority so that they can get the most value out of their membership or being part of your association? And keep in mind, these different users, they're constantly asking themselves whether or not the membership is worth it, whether or not it's worth it to be part of your association. And you really want to work with a partner who is thinking about that at all times so that your users are getting the best value. You also can think about things with downloads, with presenting them so that after someone has downloaded one, it sort of moves into an archive area for them so that they can be presented with sort of a progression of downloads that they might want to go through and have the ability to have hierarchical presentation and searching within the downloads as well if you have a lot of content. Regardless of your needs for being able to provide your users with downloads and access to media based on their particular membership level, this is something that we encourage you to work with a company who has dealt with a myriad of different options and can really help you think about where you're going to be in 3 to 5 years, as well as what tactically you need to do to get your data migrated and make sure that your users have an excellent experience and that you have a feedback loop that's built into this download area of your membership or association site. With that said, thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.